going to sing it, believe me. We're going to learn it fingerstyle. So that's what I wanted to do today. And this one's a little more complex, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I might just confuse you all to death. On the other hand, maybe you'll pick up something from it. So I'm going to give it a try. I'll see if I can do this. So let's just get right into it for the sake of time. And we're going to work on Georgia on my mind. It's a Willie Nelson favorite of mine. And well, let's just see what happens when we go through each of the chord progressions, okay? So it starts out, this is in the key of G, and it starts out with a G chord. Now, if you were to pick up the chords on it, you would automatically see this G chord. And you could strum it, Georgia, Georgia. But let's do something a little bit different with that. We're going to see what I mean? It's just a little bit different. So we're going to start out with a G chord. And the G chord I like to use is barred. So this is, I'm going to show you an alternative. If you just simply go, don't hang up yet on me. I say hang up. That's an old term, isn't it? Hang up. The telephone. We used to have the old receivers. I guess we could still hang up. We turn the phone off. But anyways, I'm getting off here. So, okay, so don't quit on me. Okay, I'm going to show you this, but if you don't do bar chords, I'll show you how to do it with just the G chord. It won't sound the same, but, you know, it'll work. It'll work in a pinch. And that's what you want to do, is when you're working through a song and you're trying to add something to it, you know, find things that'll work, you know, that works for you, and you work on the other stuff, and you'll eventually you'll get beyond that. But for now, let's just find something. I'm going to show you the way that I do it, and I know there's other advanced ways to do it from the way I do it. So, you know, we all just are at different levels, and we all just work to learn and grow, and that's what makes it fun, okay? So, here we go. We're going to do it this style here. I'm going to bar the third fret. And you notice it's barred. When I bar it, I have my thumb behind here. And what I'm going to do is a hammer on. And you notice I'm using my thumb to kind of pick up these two strings here. And my first finger, which is breaking my rules. Well, not really. No, this is the third string. Okay. And then what happens is my middle finger picks up the second string. See that? See how I'm pinching it? Just as I hammer. Okay? So that's a hammer on that. I like the sound of it. Okay? So that's one way to do it. You can also do it with a G chord. So you just make the G chord. And then what you do is take your ring finger, put it on the second string, and and the third fret, which is a G sus, right? This is a great chord to learn anyways. So, all right, we're getting caught up here again. Okay, so let me show you this way. This is with the G, just doing the G chord. So all I did was did the G, except I got my pinky finger down there, and I used my ring finger to make the G sus, or to press down the third fret, second string. Okay, and then you got it. Okay, all right. So we got this so far. Now we're going to go to the B7th. And so the B7th chord is, we're going to play the, we are breaking the rules. We're moving the three fingers up one string. making it buzz. This position I'm in. See that? Okay. So it goes. Okay. Now there's another way I like to do that is using the F sharp diminished. You remember this chord? Okay, so that's another way you can do it. And that F sharp diminished we covered on the last video that I just did. So if you want to go back to that, you can learn a little bit more about that chord. I'll put the chord chart up there for you. But just remember the easy way to get to it is to make like the D shape. Only move over one set of strings, slide up to the 4th fret, and then put your pinky finger down. Okay, see it looks like a D, except you put the pinky finger down and you're moved over one string. Okay, hope that makes sense. But go to that video and you can get a little more information on that. Okay, so for the sake of time, let's move on. Okay, so we got... And then we're going to go to E minor. So the E minor here we're going to do. We can do it that way. See, is there E minor, just 2 strings? There's my pinky finger picking that 2nd string up. See that? Go to C sharp diminished. There's another chord we worked on before, but basically we're just doing part of the C sharp diminished. All I want you to do is take your fingers, make that D chord 1 string over again, like you did for the F sharp diminished. Just move up, play it, just move up one fret, the 5th fret. So you're making like a D shaped, and it's over one set of strings. It's just the shape I'm talking about, not the chord. Just over one set of strings. You have this one still open down here. Okay, and it's just that, and you're just going to play those 3 strings that you have pressed down. That would be a C sharp diminished. So here it is again. C sharp diminished. And then where we go with that is to the G chord. And we're going to do a walk down there. So you can pick up the G. And then you're going to do a D chord, except your thumb's going to reach around and pick up the F sharp or the low E at the 2nd fret. You're going to pluck it so that your thumb is not playing these 2 strings here, just... So we got G. And once again, you see, even though I'm making a G chord, I'm not really playing the 2nd or the 5th and the 4th string. But I am playing. I'm picking it this way. But I'm alternating this thumb to different strings. So you gotta listen to it and find what works for you. But in this case, we're gonna go G, you're going to do the D chord with the thumb picking up the F sharp, and then go to the E minor. Okay. And you notice I'm actually thumbing 2 strings at that point. Okay. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Okay, so let's end this thing. So we got the walk down. then G, then C, see that? Ring finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, middle finger on the 2nd fret, coming down, still on the 5th string, then open 5th string, and then G, C, C chord, okay, did you get that? Then what I'm going to do is do the chord that kind of moves it to play that over again. It's called a D+5. And basically all that is it's kind of like the A minor shape, only you're going to make it where your first finger, your pointer finger is going to be on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And then the middle finger will be on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, ring finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret. There it is right there, see it? Again, I'm just plucking. And that's really the chords for that section of that song. So let's go through it one more time. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. It's an old sweet song, keeps Georgia on my mind. All right, well, I'm going to end it right there because we just ran out of time. I want to bore you to death, but practice that. I know this isn't the perfect session in terms of showing you every intricate part about fingerstyle, and we all kind of find our way in it, I know. But there are some things that are the same, and that is, I think personally, that there should be a dedication of your thumb to those bottom 3 strings. This to me is standard, but I know there's always variations from it. So practice it, give it a try, and keep working at it. Find what works for you. Listen to it. If you don't like the way it sounds, change it up. I am thrilled when I hear people say, hey, I took that from you and I played that, but then I added to it and I've got it recorded. I mean, that's just awesome. Do that, and that's what makes it fun. Okay, I hope you have a great day out there, wherever you are in this world.